up, guys? Oh.
There, that's better.
Oh, what's up, guys?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Pull the Pin Podcast. We're back after another week of wins, baby.
Oh man,
We got a couple of testimonials. My buddy Kevin that works with us, he put $20 in and went with my picks and made, I think, turned 20 into 200.
there you go.
I rocked it and came out about 400 up, which is awesome.
I don't know what I did this week. I don't think that much.
Little new setup for us today. We got the simulator golf in the background. Got the big screen, the projector up and running. Getting ready to put another bay here into Golf Etc., which is pretty awesome.
Ooh, I made $44 this week.
Hey,
So, I mean, nothing crazy.
So quick recap on last week. We had Sam Burns, who just faded, led for 54 holes, and into, I believe, hole 13 yesterday, if I'm remembering the hole correct, and then just kind of got wayward. It was almost like he just got a little tired, a little quick on the through swing.
It's a hard thing to do to lead 72
Yeah,
holes.
to go the stretch. The last guy to do it was years and years ago. I forget who they said. Homa was steady all week again. I think I finally got you turned into a Max Homa guy. I think you're starting to believe me a little bit.
Yeah, I thought he was just a Twitter guy, but I guess
I like your call here on twisting this in a little bit. Yeah, that's got some new chairs here at Golf Etc.
just
The tiny getting everything looking good.
everything.
Finau, man. I mean, my heart breaks for the guy. He just can't seem to get over that hump. It's going to happen soon.
I don't
He's
know
so
if I'd say it
close.
breaks for him. I mean, like, he shot 64. Like you can't, like, he put himself in a position where he had to shoot 63 to win outright.
So, okay,
Yeah.
here's my thing.
Yeah.
He was 24 of 24 on putts 8 feet and in.
Yeah.
And after the playoff, he was 24 of 26.
Yeah.
Okay, so, like, that right there, that's why I'm like, man, I just don't want to say choke. I don't want to use that word. You kind of got to use that word. After Homa blows it on 18 with the 3.5 footer.
Yeah.
McElroy, JT, Morikawa, not even worth watching, man. They were
bad.
terrible.
Justin Thomas really bad, man.
Yeah, he has not been normal JT here lately.
I told you it was going to be a distraction long term.
It's so surprising to me. I look at a guy like him who seems to be so mentally tough that I really, it kind of boggles my mind that that's still playing a factor. But hey, it seems like it is.
I think it really got under his skin a little bit, and the fact that he came out so apologetic and then lost the polo thing, which was kind of like it's just a sponsor, but it was kind of he was the polo guy, you know, and
Right.
then all of a sudden they're just like,
Yeah, I mean, it's like him and Smiley Kaufman, and who the hell knows who Smiley Kaufman is?
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, we know who he is. Don't see him.
We know who he
Yes.
And then Jordan Spieth once again finds himself in the hunt. Did not finish strong. Was in the top 20.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he is the most relatable golfer to a normal golfer right now I've ever seen in my life. I can't get off the tee to save my life. But, man, I'm going to scramble my ass up and somehow have a shot at it. It is so fun to watch because, I mean, for me, that is my game. Like, sometimes I'm great off the tee, but then there's other times where I'm wayward, but I can scramble with the best of them. So, it just
I mean, my respect for Max Homa just went through the roof this weekend. For a third week in a row, be in contention.
Yep.
To hit that ballsy shot in 18, and then to blow it, to miss that putt. Like, I'm someone who have missed my fair share of 3-footers to win holes, to be in tournaments. Probably missed some 3-footers to win college tournaments, you know. And something I've definitely plagued me a little bit over the years. I've gotten a lot better in the last year or so. But to have the mental fortitude to miss that putt and then immediately turn around and on top of it, get screwed on the tee shot.
Well, let's talk about that. I don't know that he immediately turned around and got over it. That tee shot was not a good shot.
Yeah.
He left it left and then puts himself in an even worse spot. My respect grew tons after I saw him pull that shot. I'm like, oh my God. Mm-hmm. Like, if I walk up to that and I see where Finau is with that chip and how he's been playing, I'm telling myself, damn it, this is over.
Yeah.
And I'm left-handed, so it would have been over for me. But,
screwed,
for him to pull that shot off and get it on the green somehow, holy hell, great. More props, Max Homa.
Yeah.
Paige Spearnack, tweet of the week. Max is taking that trophy, Homa. I see what you did there.
Oh, my God.
It's ugly.
Get out
Anyway, we'll throw our plugs out real quick. Thank you to the Painted Lions for always hosting us. Great channel with tons of Philadelphia content. They do Marvel. They do everything that you can even think of right now. In fact, the gaming stream's starting to get up. I'm in the process of getting a device that will let us stream PGA 2K. We want to do some alternate shot. If anybody's interested in doing that, let us know as we start to move forward. Whoop athletic gear. I'm down 7 pounds since I started wearing it, and my muscle, my recovery, everything. It's great. I love it. Try Fantasy app. Tommy's had some issues with his app, but at the same time, our promo code is PTP 2021. Birdie wrap. Get that stuff. Max Homa had a Band-Aid on his finger yesterday. He could have gotten some birdie wrap on there. It would have been sweet. Birdie wrap's where it's at. We have a review
just
for
got
that.
coming into the store too. Just ordered 12 boxes. Yep.
We have a review for the birdie wrap on the Painted Lions podcast under the Pull the Pin podcast playlist. Golf Etc. Lank at Golf
Etc. Lank. We just got our new permit approved for our new Pull the Pin sign last week. So the name change should be coming, very, very soon, within hopefully March. So
that's awesome.
Our website is virtually up. I've seen the layout of our new website is really sick. It's going to be really good.
When that's up and running, we'll obviously throw plugs to that every week. Twitter at PTP 2021. I'm on there all the time throwing stuff up. Get at us, throw some questions, have some fun with us. All right, man, let's move into this week. There's a lot of good stuff. WGC Workday Championship. The title's ridiculous. I'm not even going with the right title. I'm just going to call it the WGC Workday Championship. It's at Concession Golf Club. Starts the Florida swing.
All right, so I've just right out the gate. You got to take Kuchar, Snedeker, and what's this? Captain of the President's Cup team.
Captain Stricker.
No. Oh no. Not Stricker. The upcoming President's Cup team.
What's up, Coyle?
I can see him. Basically, I'm just taking all the Workday guys.
All the Workday guys.
Moral of the story.
Okay, so let's get down to it. The field is an A+. It's 50 best players in the world are here. It's a field of 74 players. It's a par 72 long course, 7,400 yards, almost 75. Long par threes. There's a 237-yard par three. There's an 183-yard par three, 211 and 222-yard par threes. Obviously, those tee placements will probably change Thursday to Sunday. They'll do different tees with that kind of stuff, but something to keep in mind. It's a Nicklaus course, so you got to go with a couple of guys who play well at Nicklaus courses. So a really thrown out there top 20 that I really like is Mackenzie Hughes. He loves Nicklaus courses, plays well at Nicklaus courses. I have no reason other than what he's done at Nicklaus courses for picking him. None at all. Mackenzie Hughes, top 20 this week. Okay. I really like it. This is a course that Bryson DeChambeau won the NCAAs at in 2015. So he's a guy that certainly has some experience there. It's not a course that gets used for a lot of PGA events. So you need to keep track of that kind of stuff. There isn't a lot of tournament background. So when we talk about guys that have success at Riviera or have success at Sawgrass or Torrey Pines, we really don't have that here.
Yeah, and I think for betting purposes, you got to go off trend then. Because you don't have that history. You have that with DeChambeau, but what scares me about that is he hasn't done anything at all.
No, he did not look good again this week.
Yeah.
He also reminds me of the type of guy right now who's really trying to dial in for majors. Yeah. You got to think he was embarrassed about the Masters last year.
Yeah.
So
that's another one. I wonder how long that's going to stay with him though, because he hasn't done anything.
Nothing since. Yeah. But you have the players and the Masters both coming up.
Yeah.
So if he's that type of guy who might be trying to tune up his game, who knows? He's worth a top 20 bet this week. It's not going to pay anything. Mm-hmm. Joaquin Niemann, I think he is a top 20 guy, top 10 guy this week. He played well this week until
I think better than that, dude. Top 10.
Sure, top 20, top 10 guy. My top 20 guys are always guys that could be top 10.
I think we called it in January. This is going to be the year of Joaquin Niemann.
Yeah,
another good finish this week.
Well, outside of the historic wins, Keegan Bradley would have been making you some money this weekend if that putt doesn't roll 40 yards off the green.
Yeah,
I've never seen anything like that.
I had quite a bit of money on that. It was unfortunate.
Yes,
but I still called it. I'm still taking my credit.
So I like Neiman to be, we'll even say top 10. I like Morikawa as a guy to shake off what happened last week. He took a week off in between tournaments, got himself some rest, shook some rust off last week, and some tough conditions on a tough course. So I like him to.
I don't know if he has a distance.
He's just such a good iron player. So we're gonna do a new segment this week. It is called Stats That Translate. Okay. So we have and it's just going to be a bunch of names, and they're all guys that you can put some money on this week because they have stats that translate to this course.
Okay.
So
I like it. My man is just prepared.
Yeah,
let me tell you.
I like it. I like to be prepared.
On the opposite side, I am wildly unprepared. But I've also done 19 fittings in the last 4 days.
Dude, Golf Etc. is blowing up. You got to get in here to get your clubs. I'll tell you who I absolutely love this week. I mean, he is going to be one of my win picks. Is Cameron Smith.
I was going to say that.
He putts out of his mind on Bermuda grass. It's a Bermuda grass course. This whole Florida swing. If you want a guy to throw some money on, Cam Smith. Cameron Smith, the mullet is in full action. The mustache is for real.
The Tennessee top hat. Yeah.
Tennessee top hat, baby. Cameron Smith is a guy that you can just chalk in to be top 20 or better on the next 3 tournaments. I firmly believe that.
And he's still, for no apparent reason, giving you pretty good odds. For no apparent reason. Gets no respect at all.
None. Absolutely none.
Maybe that's why he went for it. Maybe he went for that to gain his respect. Yeah. I like the Tennessee top hat. I like to think so.
All right. So
he gained my respect.
I also like Daniel Berger next week. He's another guy who's had success at Nicklaus courses.
Yeah.
He won his first tournament on Nicklaus course.
He looked his ball striking was so good at Pebble Beach.
Yes,
oh my God.
Some other names just to throw out there. Victor Hoblin. I mean, he just continues to trend upwards. I like Victor Hoblin a lot.
Mm-hmm. I had him for a top 10 this week. You get me another top 10?
So. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tyrell Hatton. I know you're not a big fan, but he's number 5 in the world. You gotta respect. You gotta respect.
I don't like him, but he can play. I mean,
sure. I just he's definitely a guy that if you're looking for a top 10 bet, you're not going to get great odds for him. Although they don't respect him a whole lot on DraftKings and FanDuel if you're going that route.
European Tour guy.
Exactly right. And Tommy and I, we have a guy, Zalatoris, man.
Dude, you got to put money on Zalatoris again. I thought he'd be burned out by now. He's not going anywhere.
He just keeps pumping out top 10.
Titleist is like putting him on their page left and right.
Well, they should be. He's playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
In WGC events, chalk can be the route. There's a ton of chalk because the 50 best players are here and they're playing.
How do you think Tony does after yesterday?
So I think I have him as
a
top 5.
Do you still have him as a top 10 or 5?
I have him top 5. The way he handled himself after that, the fact that like they're sitting there and Amanda Balionis is interviewing Homa, and then they go, I never can remember the lady. Is it Dottie?
Yeah, something like that.
They go to the next lady, and she interviews him right after that. You can't even call it a loss. It's a finish at second. You know what I mean? But like, it's gotta feel like a loss. He just handled himself so well. It didn't seem like he was crushed. I think he comes out and plays really well, and this course fits him. He bombs it.
Last 4 tournaments: 4th, 2nd, 2nd, 2nd.
Exactly. So I mean, I like his odds this week.
Yeah, like you said, long enough, great iron player.
Yep.
I'm throwing top 5 on him, man.
I got him right there, top 5. He also putts it out of his mind, of course. Like he putted it out of his mind this week, except for when it.
Cameron Champ. Anything about Cameron Champ this week?
I don't like Cameron Champ this week. Cameron Champ has burned me one too many times.
I'm with you.
So I'll just run through my top 10s that I'm like betting on. I've run through a ton of names here, and we go super fast. I'm sorry. So just watch us over and over and over again. Get our views up. Yeah. My top 10s this week, I got Cam Smith in the top 10. I also have him in the top 5 and as a winner. I'm picking him all 3 of those because it'll pay 3 times, guys. That's how that works. It pays 3 times.
Yeah.
That's what Max Homa did for me this week.
There you go.
I got Joaquin Neiman in the top 10.
Love that.
And I have Will Zalatoris at the top 10.
Yeah. For me, Rafa Cabrera-Bello, top 5. Every week, he's paid me 1 or 2 so far, so you can't.
Yep.
I'm batting 50% on that, but this is the kind of event he does well in. He's also a very, very good ball striker. Like, I know it's kind of an ongoing joke at this point. Like, I always take Rafa, but like,
it's not top 5 today. It's not top 5 today though, and that's a European tour thing.
Yeah,
it's top 5. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm saying top 5. Yeah, top 5, and he's a great ball striker. So I mean, with all the stats that he threw out, is actually a very good pick. You know, for me, looking down, I hate to say this, Matthew Fitzpatrick, top 20. Godu, he's been playing well.
I couldn't do it after watching him yesterday. So, like, you know how they follow the final group all day.
Yeah.
He was just miserable.
Yeah.
And looked miserable. Just looked like he was ready to just leave. Like and maybe that's just because he's British. I don't know.
No.
But it was like
trend-wise, you got
from like hole 7 to like the end of the round. It was like they didn't even show him.
Yeah.
Because he was just so miserable looking.
I believe it. But I think you still got to take him top 20.
Top 20, yeah.
I mean,
not top 10.
Hoblin, top 10 for me. This is me. I don't, I can prepare, but I do better doing this way anyway. So just going through. I like. No,
you got one more.
One I'd love to pick, but I can't. Is Robert McIntyre.
You do love yourself.
I love myself from Robert McIntyre, but I have never seen him play a United States golf course, so it makes it very difficult for me. His game would translate well to what we're talking about, but
the course looks awesome. I was looking at pictures of it. Like, I'm excited to watch just to see this course.
Yeah, I back you on Cameron Smith win.
I'm taking him straight
5
through.
and
yeah.
Zalatoris top 10, and Joaquin Niemann top 5, and then also I'm getting on your Carlos Ortiz train, top 5.
Carlos bit me this week, but I'm still on the train. I got him top 10 this week. He's not one of my 3 that I'm throwing my name behind.
Homa scares me, even though he's been playing well.
I'm not betting on Homa this week. If anything, it'd be a top 20.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Joel Damon's comment. They were like, it seems like you're just a Max guy. You're not friends with Tony. And he was like, Tony's awesome. Love Tony, but Max just throws better parties. Mm-hmm. So, like, I'm worried that Max is going to be partying until, like, Wednesday before he leaves for Florida.
Yeah. So, Lanto Griffin's a guy that we've been riding. I don't like him this week,
though. No.
He burned you.
He burned me bad. He dropped out after I picked him to win. My top 5 guys. This excludes Cameron Smith.
Sorry, I jumped ahead on some of those.
No, that's all right. No apologies needed. My top 5 guys: Tony Finau, top 5; John Rahm, top 5; DJ. They're all really chalk top 5 picks. I have 4 names then that I'm going to throw at you. That if you want to make some money this week as a top 10, top 5, or winner, you're going to like them a lot. They're coming up. Top 5?
Well, I mean, we already said Cameron Smith.
Yep.
Gotta like Adam Scott, actually.
He's been playing really good golf.
Not only that, but he does really well on the Florida swing.
Well, so the Australian players play really well on the Florida swing because it's all Bermuda grass. Yeah. That's all you can grow in Australia because it's the weirdest freaking country around. So it's all Bermuda, and Australia is awesome. I'm not knocking it. It's just weird. Mm-hmm. You got spiders the size of Tommy. I mean, my God. So yeah, I like it. Any Australians in this tournament? Yeah, because it's like home. They're putting on Bermuda grass. The courses are built similar. All right, so chalk win picks.
Chalk win,
or just your win picks. Because we got 2 more tournaments to get to.
I know. I got one for you, and it is my outlandish pick of the week.
I want to see if it's one of the ones.
But it's not as outlandish as you think. Louis Oosthuizen to win the WGC.
See, I caught so much shit for calling Louis to do a top 5 the other week, and he ended up doing it.
Yep.
No, I love that pick.
I
love Louis.
That man plays 6 tournaments a year and never finishes outside the top 10 ever. That man, he made his money years ago. He could care less. He's got a family now back in South Africa. Yep. He plays in the South African Open, the 4 majors, and maybe 2 other BS tournaments a year. Yep. And they're all WGC, whatever. I don't know how he's still in the top 50 in the world because
he always finishes top 5.
But he only plays like 10 times a year at most. Yeah. But when he shows up, he shows up to win.
If you finish top 5 in all 4 majors, you're going to be in the top 50.
A more serious pick for me would be Patrick Cantlay because that man just doesn't do anything but play great golf. So
my winner picks, my chalk win picks. These are picks that you're not going to make a ton of money on. Although the odds for Cantley are actually pretty decent. You put a couple bucks on him, you can make 100. Cantley is one of my win picks. I think Xander Schauffele has a real chance at winning this course. And DJ has won 2 of the last 4 workday challenges.
Schauffele just gave away a tournament recently.
Yes, he did.
Wasn't that
Waste Management?
Oh, Waste Management, yeah.
And then, so before I get my sleeper picks, I know that's what all 3 of our viewers are waiting for. Our new Stats That Translate segment. So I have 5 stats that I think translate to project our upcoming tournament here. And the first one is strokes gained putting on Bermuda grass.
On Bermuda grass. That's very specific.
On Bermuda grass. Yep.
Love that.
And it is based off of their last 24 rounds on Bermuda grass. Kevin Kisner is number 1 at plus 27.8.
That bulldog, baby.
Love Kisner to finish inside the top 20 this week just because of the putter.
Okay.
Number 2 is Schauffele. Number 3 is Brendan Todd.
Brendan Todd is always a good pick. I don't take him this week, but I had him for I took him to win the U.S. Open last year, and he was right there for a while.
Your boy Fitzmagic is there as well. Billy Horschel is there.
Just hard to root for him.
All 5 of those names, I think, are guys that you can throw a couple bucks on to finish top 20, top 10, and have a good shot. So my theory on betting golf is you bet 30 bets. And I don't care if you bet $1 on some of them, but you make 30 bets. That way you stay in the money. 30 bets, no more than $50. It's what my buddy Kevin did this week. He came out, he only put 20 in, came out with 200. Now he hit the winner. That's going to help you. Yeah. But that is my go-to on how I bet on DraftKings. And,
and it sounds dumb because you're like, well, of course you're going to win then, but like,
what, you win?
Yeah, but you win. It doesn't matter.
And I mean,
there's still enough people out there where you can.
Well, you put more money on the bigger bets that you like.
Yeah, for sure.
The next one that we have is strokes gained on Nicklaus courses, Nicklaus Designs.
Just overall total strokes gained. To me, this is probably the most important stat.
It is, and this is one of the reasons that I believe both our win pick is huge. Patrick Cantley is a plus 50.6. On strokes gained
combined, not per round.
Combined.
Yeah, I was just saying. I was
combined.
like, that's not statistically accurate.
No, the last 24 rounds.
There you go. That makes sense.
JT is number 2, not by a lot, 50.1.
Touching JT at all.
And then a pick you had earlier, Adam Scott. Like I said,
love myself some Adam Scott. He just, I know we're saying the Aussies, but he specifically on the Florida swing, hairs up. I mean, he won a couple of years ago. He went back down in the Florida swing, and then did nothing the rest of the year. But
Sergio Garcia,
is he in the field?
He is.
He's another guy. Trend wise, I haven't seen him even play, so I would avoid that.
He is a guy that I have as one of my sleepers. That's going to be one of my sleeper winner picks. He drops into a couple of these. John Rahm is the next one, and then strokes gained on approach. Morikawa is number 1. DJ number 2, Zalatoris number 3, Rahm, and then Finau.
Wow, Zalatoris.
Yep.
Now this is all on Bermuda grass still?
No. This is 24 round strokes gained on approach.
Okay.
The Bermuda grass was just the strokes gained putting on Bermuda. Strokes gained on par 5s. 4 par 5s, par 72. John Rahm, Xander Schauffele, Matsuyama, who I wouldn't touch with a 100-foot pole. Cam Smith, Sergio again. Strokes gained around the green. Brendan Todd.
That's not surprising.
Patrick Cantley, Cam Smith, my boy Kevin Na.
I know. I thought about throwing it out there,
and DJ. So, with that being said, my sleeper picks, guys that I am going to throw a decent amount of money on, and the odds are amazing. I was looking at Brendan Todd. If I top 5 and win, if I put $2 on him to win, it pays off at like $180. So Brendan Todd,
throw 20.
Sergio Garcia, and then the 2 that don't fall into that category of stats, I like Matt Wolff this week. I like Matt Wolff a lot. I know he hasn't. It's going to happen. Sooner or later, he's going to jump out. He's kind of my Max Homer right now. The next couple of weeks, he is the guy I'm riding.
But Max Homer was trending when you got on it. Like,
no, he wasn't. The first week I got on him, he didn't make the cut. Okay. Matt Wolff is the guy that I'm going to.
You're saying to win, though. You're saying Matt Wolff to win.
He's my sleeper pick. And then Scotty Scheffler again. I'm waiting for him to kind of pick back up. Those two are kind of heart picks. The Sergio and Brendan Todd picks are strictly stat based.
But on a 100% bet this week, Billy Horschel will sneak up on a golf ball at some point.
Billy Horschel will sneak up on a golf ball. Tommy's got a customer coming in just in time for us to take a quick break. We're going to move on to the Puerto Rico Open, which literally it's going to be a quick in and out type of guesswork here. I barely looked at this field. I'm unprepared. I know Tommy probably hasn't looked much at it. So I'll just say really quickly, I love Ricky Barnes. And I like Ian Poulter to play well, Will Gordon. Yeah, Ricky Barnes, Will Gordon, and Ian Poulter are going to be my picks for the Puerto Rico Open. Couldn't even find betting numbers on the Puerto Rico Open. It's kind of secondary compared to the WGC this week. But that's where I sit with that.
Another satisfied customer. Picking up his sim too.
Nice. All right, so Puerto Rico Open. I just threw 3 names out there. I'm not
Aaron Baddeley because it's a other side of the card event. So Obviously he's going to do well.
Fair. That's a great pick. Actually, I didn't even think about it that way.
That's why I do what I do.
Your boy Bronson.
I also haven't made nearly as much money as you have this year. But all of the sleeper picks are there, though.
Dude, your boy Bronson Burgoon's playing.
I was a one-time thing. He was a one-night stand, and he let me down.
I hope you were a rubber.
Will Mackenzie.
Mackenzie?
Been playing well lately. That's a legitimate pick. I had money on him last week in the top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, did not win. But he has been playing good golf of late. Smiley Coffin is trash. I just saw his name. Could always go. Let myself some DA points.
I like Poulter this week in that tournament.
I'm surprised he's even playing.
I'm not. There's no European Tour events right now. He needs to stay sharp. Majors are coming up. He had to play.
What about Patrick Rogers?
I don't know much about Patrick Rogers.
Callaway guy. I'm going to take some Patrick Rogers for Team Callaway. Yeah.
All right.
I like that.
We have one more tournament to talk about.
What is that?
Annika Sorenstam is coming back to the LPGA this week.
Oh, my goodness.
How cool is that?
That is awesome. And she'll probably win. No, I'm just kidding. But she'll probably do well.
I think it'd be really cool. It's something that I've wanted to do the last couple of weeks that we've been in here. I just have not had time to research the LPGA. I'd like to start to do a segment on the LPGA.
I love that.
Tell us what you think. I have a daughter who plays golf, and I love watching the LPGA. If you want to
learn how to play golf, they're much more – it's like watching college basketball versus NBA basketball. Like, if you want to get better at it, you watch the college game because it's much more realistic. They play the way we play for the most part. And obviously, a lot of them still dunk or not. But LPGA, they play for more similar tees than we do. They hit it probably still for all you guys who hit it 300 out there. Sorry, a lot of those girls on tour probably hit it further than you do.
Yeah,
and
all those guys who hit it 300.
Exactly, the girls probably hit it further than you, and they're also a lot better chipper putter. I usually, if you don't follow our Instagram page, every time I see like when Jessica Korda shot 60. Wasn't it 60? I post. It was my friendly reminder of the month that LPGA players are a lot better than we are.
She's awesome, by the way.
Yeah,
she is awesome.
Yeah,
my daughter was so pumped when she won, and threw the fist pump, put it up on Twitter, and she actually liked the Twitter post. She's on the Golf Channel now. One of the girls liked it. I tagged the LPGA.
Right. And
she threw a thumbs up to it. So special spot in my heart for Jessica Korda. She's awesome.
For sure.
But yeah, I think that's something that we're going to start to throw in here. On Twitter right now, check it out. My I'm not a golf pro tip of the day is up there every day. It's usually something stupid or funny. It's but
It's
check it out.
I've looked at a lot of them. They're pretty accurate.
Oh, they're accurate as hell.
Yeah.
But it's not like putting or hitting the ball.
It's more just like how to handle yourself on the golf course, which is for sure a lot of people could use. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, so I didn't come up with a golf question of the day to finish off with today. Anything you can think of?
Yeah, I have one. I think it's based off this weekend. Is what is your nightmare situation on the course? For me, watching Max Homa miss that putt was throwing me so much anxiety because that is my nightmare situation.
Right.
Is having this short little putt to win and missing it. Now he luckily came back and still won, but in my nightmare, I probably missed the next one too and lose. So what was your nightmare situation on the course?
I had it with you at the member guest, where I had not played a lot of competitive golf yet in my life. I've played a lot more now, and I'm much more comfortable in that situation. But at the time, I think I was like an 8 handicap. I'm down to a 4 now, but at that time, I could get around a course okay, and I was there. I was helping stroke wise. That was my main purpose, and my game just fell off the rails. It was like the first day I was okay, kind of getting used to it, and then all of a sudden it was just could not find my game. My biggest concern is all of a sudden walking up to like 3 consecutive shots and going, I have no idea what I'm doing. Doesn't happen anymore. But that is the thing that I go back to as a player that likes to play competitive golf at my level. I'm never going to be a pro golfer, and that's not even the goal at this point. But I like to compete, and being in a competition, especially a team competition, where all of a sudden my game just falls apart is something that is a big fear. How about the wind? If you had to pick one thing as far as elements go that you never had to worry about again, like you either could conquer it because you're that good, or it just never happens again, that you've had to play in, what would it be?
Anything with wind. I can't hit a driver in left to right wind. I can't. I hit a cut. I don't hit a slice by any means. I hit a cut. I don't draw the ball well with the driver, but once it goes left to right wind, I most of the time will put the driver away because I know I'm going to hit a huge slice. Doesn't make any sense because I could just aim a little further left and play for a bigger cut, but mentally I can't do it. I'll often go to 3-wood or even 2-iron, even on a hole that I know. I was playing in our club championship at Bent Creek, and it was the second day, and I had played 36 holes because I won my semifinal match and made it to the finals. We had to go right back out, and I hit 4-iron. I wasn't carrying a 2-iron at the time. Hit 4-iron off a par 5 both days because it was left to right wind. I couldn't do it. Couldn't mentally do it. Lost both holes. Lost on both holes, but it is what it is. So I gave myself a chance because I at least didn't hit out of bounds. So yeah,
I'm probably wind or just rain. So it's not worth it for me. Anyway, everybody, thank you for joining us. Get your bets in. Hit us on Twitter if you have questions about bets. If you're if you're on DraftKings and you're trying to figure out a good bet and you want to know about it, hit us up on Twitter.
Give us a little recap on some of your sleeper picks. Let's just run through it real quick again.
Absolutely. So top 10, I've got Cam Smith. I have Cam Smith top 10, top 5, and winner. You'll make money on all 3 if he wins. Just remember that. Joaquin Niemann in the top 10. Will Zalatoris in the top 10. Top 5, I've got Finau, DJ, Rahm. Win. Cantley, Schauffele, DJ, Cam Smith again. Sleeper win. Sergio. Stats just point to him playing well on this course. I don't necessarily mean you need to pick him to win. You could throw him in the top 5. You could throw him in the top 10.
Yep.
I think he plays well. Brendan Steele, same deal. Not necessarily to win, but somewhere in that
Steele
top 10.
Brendan Todd.
I'm sorry. Brendan Todd.
Yeah.
Brendan
Todd. I love that pick. Brendan Todd is a very good player. He never misses fairways. So I back Ty on that pick, especially with the stats. Just for my contribution for my gut picks, Rafa Cabrera top 5 always. Just top 5, not top 10, not win, just top 5. I like who I just have here. Victor Hovland top 10, maybe top 5. Sunjay Im, I like top 10. Who do I have? Louis Oosthuizen, top 10, top 5, win. Adam Scott, top 10, top 5, win. And that's and then also Cam Smith, top 5 win. So there you go.
couple other names not to forget. Mackenzie Hughes plays well in Nicholas Tracks. And Kevin Kisner, best putter on Bermuda grass in the world over his last 24 rounds. So,
and if you find a way to bet on the Puerto Rico Open, put $100 on Aaron Baddeley.
$100, he says. All right. Thank you to the Painted Lines. Thank you to Golf Etc. Hit us up on Twitter at TPT2021, on Instagram, Golf XETC Lank. 686 pants. They don't make them for golf, but man, I wear them for golf. They're freaking awesome. Maybe one of these days they'll see this video and they'll send me a pair because they're expensive. And what am I forgetting? Birdie Wrap. Check out the review. Get it. Use it. It's awesome. Thrive Fantasy app, PTP 2021. The Whoop. It's awesome. Get it. 30 days. It'll tell you all sorts of stuff that you don't want to know about yourself and why you're unhealthy. Good to see you. See you next week. Bye.